I'm Richard Lewis reporting for cadred.org. I'm here with someone that I think everyone on the website's going to know. It's Mathjis A. Spec Hoving, the shoutcaster extraordinaire. Now, you're at DreamHack doing some commentating here, but I think first things first, let's talk a little bit about the I-Series.
About the I-Series?
Yeah. I think personally it was a little bit of an overreaction for people to be so critical of it, but perhaps you can shed a little bit of light on the situation. I mean, how do you think it all sort of went down?
You mean the Counter-Strike Source final in general?
Yeah. I mean, that seemed to be the one that people drew attention to.
The thing about events like the I-Series is that doing commentary on a stage over there is challenging, to say the least, because everything goes out over the PA system. And this may sound like a bit of an excuse to some people, and you could say like you're full of crap and all that. But if I say something on the stage, people are going to hear it. Not so much the people in the audience, but the people on the stage.
Yeah.
So I cannot go full out on commentary. Not that I'm particularly good at Counter-Strike, not by a long shot, say, compared to some of my colleagues. But it's just. In the past, I have had situations where I gave away stuff, which ended up giving a particular player in a particular game an unfair advantage. And I just don't want to repeat that particular situation because it can get very awkward, and you hear that kind of crap years afterwards.
Well, I remember it was LAN 79, of course, where there was alleged the French were shoutcasting in French and deliberately revealing positions, and that was an argument that kind of raged for a while. I've been up on that stage shoutcasting myself. It's never as easy as you sort of think it's going to be, and there is a lot to take into consideration because it is live. It's not like how they used to do it in the old days where there was a weird delay and you could always tell when the game was over because the curtain
it stood up. Yeah.
Everyone stood up and the curtain had just come down like nothing to see here, folks. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, were you a little bit aggrieved maybe at like the sort of criticism that was leveled at you, or
it's the thing about being a commentator in the industry to begin with is that you have to have a really thick skin. Because you're gonna get crap no matter what you say. You're gonna get good stuff. You're gonna get bad stuff. It really doesn't bother me as long as the criticism is constructive. Like it rarely is. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Well, you're talking about what it means to sort of be a commentator in the industry and having a thick skin, but I guess coming out to an event of this size and this stature, I mean, that must be nice, right? I mean, you've been specifically asked to come out here and do some commentating at DreamHack, and again, back with Counter-Strike, although you won't have to worry about the stage.
No, I have my own little area apparently. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
So I mean, does that mean a lot to you to be kind of invited to an event like this?
Well, it's DreamHack. I actually wasn't expecting to come to the event until about 72 hours ago. Yeah. Because originally I was going to come with a TV crew, which is called Chaos Gaming, which is in the Netherlands, and they eventually went on to go with another person because
they read Cadred.
No, originally we were going to do a lot more games except for the 1.6, and then they called in and said, one of our guys is sick, can you come in? And I was like, I haven't done any prep. But it's DreamHack, so I'll just go anyway because it's the largest LAN in the world. It's all about LANs like this are all about the community, the LAN scene, and all that. I truly enjoy being at LAN. It's like being around people that are like-minded. That's really what I'm going for to LAN. That's really my thing for it.
Okay. Well, talking about the tournaments, I know you're doing a kind of wide variety of shoutcasts here, but you are focused on the Counter-Strike. How do you kind of see that panning out? I'm trying to get some punditry on the go here, and we've talked to a few players and other people. How do you see it panning out? Who do you see emerging victorious?
It's difficult to say. You have a lot of the people are saying Navi are going to be the big winners, considering
myself included.
Yes, yourself included, with winning at least 3 of the big tournaments in the last months. With WCG, I believe one of the Chinese tournaments as well, and IEM World Championship, I believe they won. It's just difficult to gauge, especially if you're considering what happened with Arbalest in the last couple of weeks. I don't know whether or not that actually has physically impacted them, even though their sponsorship keeps on running until 2011.
I think it might give them some impetus, but again, you never know how a team's going to react to it.
Exactly.
Kind of, there's now a deadline set on their funding, which must be kind of weird.
Yeah, well,
although it's better than most times in esports where you just get it's the rug.
Have fun. Yeah. At least they have time to get picked up by a different organization. I personally really hope that MTW gets revenge over World Cyber Games finals.
Yeah, well, it was a hell of a final.
It was a great final. I have to absolutely agree with that. And it's just I really like a good competition where two teams get on top of one another eventually. But it helps if one team actually wins every once in a while rather than getting punched in the face continuously by the other team. Then, of course, outsider teams like SK and Fnatic. Fnatic has never won DreamHack, and they really want it. I just don't see them doing it, mainly because the team doesn't seem to be that on their game recently.
It is a bit strange. They don't seem invincible anymore. It's kind of that mystique's kind of.
Yeah, it's probably since WEM, I guess, or the MSI Beat It finals. That's kind of
evil geniuses. Man. Who saw that coming?
I sure as hell didn't.
What about the StarCraft 2 tournament? I mean, is that something that you're in a position to talk about? I've already had a bit of a weird one.
Really, what have you had?
Well, I called Hook Hawk and. I'm having a bit of a nightmare kind of getting into it all, but I just just dive in the deep end, screw it, But there's already been a few upsets there. Lucifron is out; he got cheesed to death. Then you got Morrow kind of beat Cho, which is like So I mean, there's already been a few shocks in there. I mean, do you still have any ideas of how it's going to go?
The thing is that I didn't really expect to go to this particular event, and I didn't really get any prep in for StarCraft. And in all honesty, I've been more focused on the GSL.
Yeah, sure.
Which has gone in towards round 32 today. That's been my focus. I'm supposed to be meeting TLO at some point today or tomorrow because he and I go way back, even though we've never actually met, which is kind of awkward to say the least. And apparently there is a Team Liquid party at some point as well. And I was talking to Apollo to see if we can get anything together on that.
Do you think I'm famous enough to get in? Or?
I'm sure we can get you in.
Okay,
I'm sure we can arrange for something.
It'd be nice, about time I got something out of esports. So I mean, do you maybe have a name that you could just come out and just pin a prediction to it?
No idea. I looking back. No, I really couldn't say anything about that, to be honest.
That's honest.
Yeah.
It's better than just blagging it like I do.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. It sometimes helps not talking crap about scenes you really have no idea of.
The TF2 guys keep telling me that. So.
Yeah, apparently.
But final kind of thoughts then. I mean, I think. Is there anything you kind of specifically want to say to like the Cadred users? Because I've known you a while now, and we've had some fun times.
Some interesting times.
And I know that you're a great caster, and I think you've got a body of work that you can be sort of proud of. And perhaps not everyone's aware of that. I mean, I know you say that you're not kind of affected by any kind of criticism and stuff.
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. No.
Is there anything specifically that you would want the Cadred users to kind of think about?
The thing with how should I? That's a good question, actually. You see that you can try to change the Cadred user, but they're never going to change because in the end they're gamers and they're quote unquote anonymous in this one. They can say whatever the hell they want. But
4chan of esports.
No, that's ES Reality.
Oh, right,
they're just way down in the gutter.
I know how put it on there was that went over horrible. Never again.
Yeah. No, if they want to give criticism, just don't say quote unquote, hey, this guy is shit. I'm sure you can fix that in post, whatever. Just being constructive, that because it just helps so much. And if they wanna help improve the quality of streaming, just constructive criticism in general really helps. But also it's really easy just to go online and just to spam out your first thoughts, which happens a lot.
Just think. I've made a living out of that.
Yeah, I know. Just think about what you're saying before you actually say, before you come over as a complete and utter troll, even though 90% of Catter users are exactly that, so including myself.
And God bless everyone.
God bless everyone.
But look, man, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
No problem.
And have fun casting the finals. And of course, to all the people out there at cadder.org, do stay tuned. It's not all serious like this little heart-to-heart. We are going to have some more video content coming from DreamHack Winter 2010 over the course of the day.